Hey, what's up, YouTube? Dark Signer here, coming at you guys with another video. So essentially, I've just been super busy. I started a corporate job, so now literally like I have like no free time. I still went to LA regionals. I ended up, what's it called? I guess getting top 64. It was something that was like 56th place, which is top 64, I guess. And ended up getting the invite. Ended up going 7-3. I didn't play my last round because I was X2. And I knew that all X3s pretty much got the invite, so I didn't really care to play it. I ended up just like wanting to take off for it. I was just like, well, not take off, but I ended up doing other stuff, and then just went back to get like the, what's it called, just to sign the thing. And then yeah, so I don't know what the guy was playing, but I did write down most of my matches. Essentially, like yeah, so I kind of go through them. They're probably no particular order, just because I don't remember like who I played or what round. But I did lose round 3. And then I'll kind of like, so I guess the two losses, so I'll show you guys those first. So my two losses was to Despia and to Prank Kids. The Prank Kids I lost like round 7, and to Despia I lost like round 3. So essentially I was kind of out of the tournament by round 8. I ended up playing round 8 and 9, and then I didn't want to play round 10. They both 2-0'd me pretty bad. I won the dice roll against Despia, but that deck just has way too many polys. And then against Prank Kids, I lost the dice roll. If I win the dice roll, I win the game. But yeah, it ended up that like literally like yeah, he was super sacky. It was the guy that ended up getting 3rd place at the event. Yeah, so like, if you guys want to watch, I think he posted his own deck profile. He ended up getting 3rd place. Yeah, he hit me with three ashes, 3 ghost bells. Like literally like just hand traps for days. Like he ended up like ogring me, and then like I literally got rid of every single prank kid in his deck. Pretty much every monster, and then we could beam this to make like unicorn into access code. And then yeah, he ended up having the exact cards. He ended up top decking a monster with no cards in hand, and that's the only way to win is to top deck a monster. Even though like, literally like, everything was gone, the 3 enchantress, like literally our game 1 lasted forever, and then game 2 like didn't matter. There was no time, so I literally just like set up, pass, and he just like yeah, I couldn't do anything. I can't strike him because then I just losing time anyways. So it was just bad. And then the wins that I do have, I played Salad. I won 2-0. I won the dice roll on that one. I played Zombies with like DPE. He ended up making a huge misplay. I went Conquistador where he had to try to pop his zombie roll. He had a Banshee, which I was trying to deal with, but like I was trying to figure out how to get around it because he also had the Balrog. So he was trying to get back Balrog from the like during the standby phase. But when I flipped Conquistador, he ended up just chaining the Banshee, which was like really bad. So then Banshee resolved first, getting his zombie roll, then I just popped that zombie roll, and he couldn't get back his Doom Lord. I think that was my round 1 opponent. So yeah, so I lost a dice roll against him. I got it 2-0. I beat Salad 2-0. I played against PK. I lost a dice roll. I beat him 2-0. I played against Sky Striker. I lost a dice roll, but he made me go first. I think he was like my round 8 opponent. Like a super cool guy. I got it 2-0. I played against Flunders. I got it 2-1. Lost a dice roll on that one too. I think game 1 he literally just bricked, and then I just pushed through. And then game 2, I ended up getting rid of like his guy, I think, and then literally just like yeah, it was just bad. And then I think he came back, and then I think I just game 3 I just went first. I think I skill drained them. I beat Sword Soul 2-1. I lost a dice roll on that one as well. And then I think PK. I played 2 PKs. Yeah. So and then I lost a dice roll against him as well, but I also got a 2-0. So a lot of my matches, I mean, my losses were literally 2-0, and then most of my wins were 2-0s, except for like the Flunder and the Sword Soul guy. The Sword Soul guy got super sacky though, but that's a whole different story. So that's it for that. So essentially, like in my book, I went 7-2, but technically by the record, I went 7-3. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I got 56th place, which is like not that bad. I mean, well, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I mean, like I'm not gonna like try to sugarcoat that. I think if I played the last round, I was in table 12, so maybe if I would maybe finish like in top 16, like somewhere. But I had bad type, like obviously tiebreakers, because like I lost round 3, and I'm pretty sure that guy scrubbed out. But I mean, I guess the prank kid guy was a good one. So yeah. So I'll show you guys the deck profile that I played. It wasn't worked on at all. I think this deck was like. Now it's obviously changed a lot because now I'm gonna add like these things, so like which is basically the adventure stuff. I need one more enchantress to play it, but essentially this was like the first build that I was playing. It was, I don't know. It ended up performing obviously kind of well, but I think it, like if I would have fixed it up, like if I was playing like Magician Souls, that stuff, like more powerful, I would have done a lot better because like a lot of the games that I won were won through Eldlich, not because I was playing the other stuff. I guess by the title you guys will know, but it was branded Eldlich. So essentially, I played two Golden Lords. I mean, obviously, I played two Albaz. So essentially, like you just play it for like obviously all your cards. It's kind of actually very good. Like there's a lot of times where like I literally contact fusion because a lot of people were just kind of like using their DPE like really dumb. They would pop something else to try to pop like my outlands or something, and I would literally just summon this and like contact fusion. Like it's pretty bad most of the time. Against PK, it was always live, obviously, and then like this card's really good. This card's just really really good. And then like I think that's all the monsters. Like again, like going back to that, I would probably play like the Enchantress, all the adventure stuff, and not just that, but I'd probably be playing the, like I said, like one soul or something, just because like it came up a lot where I just wanted like a way to just draw cards, and yeah, so there's that, and then I played 3 pot of extravagance. These should have probably been prosperity, just because like you want to draw certain cards, but like my mindset for the event was like, well, I don't care what I draw. Like most of the time, drawing 2 is fine, like because you're just playing a regular Eldlich deck. And if you draw the branded stuff, then it's good. Like the reason why I ended up picking the branded stuff was because a lot of the games that I was losing was literally to me not drawing like the Golden Lord. Like there was like all the games that I was losing before that, literally like in locals everywhere, was literally just to me not drawing the Golden Lord. So this card just kind of gave me access to the Golden Lord like at all times. So yeah, so that's the 3 extravagance, and then I played 3 branded fusion. Obviously, this card's like the reason why you play it, but this thing just kind of made my deck more susceptible to like Ash. Whereas before, like the only card that really hurt was like that extravagance, and it sucked. But now I'm giving them 2 targets essentially. So there was a lot of hand traps that were used to be dead, but now they kind of made it good. Like I say, like ogre on this guy was like obviously like if they ogre him or something, like if they get rid of him, then it doesn't resolve. So it's really bad. And then this thing's another card that just gets ashed all day. So that's the reason why I think I have to play more stuff like the Enchantress and stuff like that, just because you want to have more cards that like protect you from hand traps. Because this thing like resolved like once. Like it was that bad. Like well, as in like when I was going second, like the team resolved like once, and then like it was just bad. Like going first, it was like decent, but when it got Ash, it was like it made my whole hand like pretty bad because. So I was playing like 3 L-Land to kind of complement with this, but a lot of the time I would go like activate L-Land like search, right, and then I would activate this to try to get the Golden Lord in the grave to get access to this, and then they would Ash it or something, and then literally this just kind of becomes like a Conquistador that has no effect, and I'll just set it to try to like next turn like make a Link Spider or something. So, but yeah, so like I said, the engine is good, like, but it's just I need more stuff, which is like I said, going back to like the better build, I guess. But this card was like, don't get me wrong, this card's very very good. Like the times that this combo resolved is like it's insane. Like it's literally insane. Like you get access to the golden, you get access to a guy that banishes cards, you get access to like a trap. Like it's dumb. Like it's really really dumb. One called by just because like I wanted to have like again Ash like hurts, so, and again I'm playing a regular Eldlich deck, so it is 3 skill drain, 3 Gozen, 3 strike, 3 judgment. This card was really good, especially because once you have access to like the branded fusion on board, the one that banishes, the only way they can really deal with it is like spells and traps. So then this kind of just becomes like the nuts. 3 elixirs, 3 conquistador, obviously, 2 Aquero. I should have probably played the counter trap, but I just didn't think I needed it. But like in the tournament, it was so good, like just to be able to search these, obviously. But if I had access to the counter trap, it'd be like amazing because you could just search it out and then it'd be insane. Double punishment. Yeah, just 2. It's fine. 2 torrential, 2 ice dragons, and then 1 dimensional barrier. I kept going back between this and like trap trick, but I just didn't like trap trick because it made like less of my traps, and I needed multiples of each just because I want to draw different ones. But I also want to draw them like late game or something, like 1 early game, 1 late game. So I just put another trap that I thought was gonna be good, which was this, and it ended up being super bad because like I played Salad, PKs, like Flunders, like against the Despia guy. I drew it like game 1, and it stopped him for a turn, and then he just killed me. Like, so yeah, and then against like Prank Hits, like it was okay because this is one of the ways that I got around, like, because he tried to make a push with like the poly, and then I just like deburied it, which is like the one time that it came in handy. But like drawing that card is not good, obviously, against that matchup most of the time. But yeah, so that card will probably go out. Maybe like I said, the whole deck's obviously gonna change, but I just wanted to show you guys the deck that I played for LA. And then if you guys do want to play this deck, because it is kind of budget, because you don't have to play the Enchantress or anything like that. You're literally just playing the branded fusion in this. Don't get me wrong, like I said, this deck still went technically 7-2. Obviously, the last round like didn't matter, but the deck still went 7-2. Like, just give it a try, guys. If you guys are on a budget, you guys can't afford the adventure stuff. Do try this build. Don't get me wrong, like it's still fine. Like it still performed well. You know what I mean? And like I said, like against the Despia guy, like you can't beat that matchup. Just it's so annoying. Like it just has way too many pluses. Your traps don't do anything. You could try to fight them with your stuff, but it's just bad. And then against like the prank kid guy, I mean that guy literally drew everything, and like it literally came down to him top taking a monster that he can normal summon after being like literally out of everything, like 3 Ash, 3 Bells, like the 3 Enchantress, like literally everything, every prank kid, like everything was gone. Like they top took the Ghost over or whatever. I forget what it was. It was like another hand trap. But yeah, literally like so, whatever, man. No, I think it was. So yeah, and then so 3 for the extra deck. 3 I don't even know this guy's name. Albion, 3 Mary Jade, just because I play Extravagance, and then one of these guys. So essentially, this guy just recycles everything. If you banish him, it's kind of bad, but like most of the time you don't really need it. But yeah, it's there. 3 in this, obviously for like you play Extravagance, and then you need it for punishment. And then I play 1 Link Spider, 1 Constellar Pallades, 1 Omega, and then I do side deck Super Poly, so it just has the Starving Venom in this. I should have probably played 2 of these just because like it comes up like that. And also you could kind of like make this with Albaz. So yeah, sometimes you could just make this. It's good against Flunders. So yeah, you could just make it and then like negate like whatever they do. You know what I mean? So not bad. You could just make it. For the side deck, I think the side deck won me a lot of games. Which kind of made me wish I played the regular version. So 3 Heavenly Prison. This card was nutty. Like it saved me like every single time. I wish I main deck. I would have been better. But yeah, like I said, going like for that event, if I would have probably played the pure version, I don't know. I'm not saying I would have topped, but like it might have been better. Or if I played the other version, I mean I don't know. I still haven't tested it, but that's the build I'm leaning towards is the other one. But if I would play the pure, it would have probably been a lot better. This card is super nutty. Like so many people try to twin twister me. I twin twister like game 1 like a lot too. 3 Lava Golem and 1 Sphere Mode. I mean when you need them, they're broken. 3 Super Polys, broken. This card is literally like the nuts right now. 1 Harpies, 3 Evenly, and then the second Dimensional Barrier. Obviously it comes up. I did play Sword Soul, so it beats those matchups pretty bad. Like all their pushes like are really bad when they can't synchro. So yeah, and then that's pretty much it. Like I said, I am gonna be putting in the what's it called, the adventure stuff, the brave stuff. So be on the lookout for that. The deck was fine, like I said, 7-2, not a bad record. It just sucks because, like I said, like I don't know, maybe like if I would have just played the pure, it might have been a lot better. But yeah, I mean, I'll never know. I couldn't go to San Jose either. I ended up not being able to play. Yeah, I mean, but besides that, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. There is more video coming. I see a lot of people messaging me about my Monarch deck, and it is in the works, but it's gonna probably be more like less domain and more like extra deck Monarch. And then I still have to post the giveaway, so be on the lookout for that this week. For sure, is this week the giveaway. It's probably gonna be a lot of big prizes, just because reaching 500 to me was a big milestone. So it's probably gonna be big prizes to get to 1,000, and then so on and so forth. So yeah, so be on the lookout for that, guys. Peace out. Have a good weekend. Later.